Hey YouTube! Yeah, so someone was asking about acoustic bass, just at random on the live stream on Sunday. Yeah, I'm getting my tooth fixed tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get less missing. I just happened to get one a couple of weeks ago. So this is why do you want an acoustic bass? I had one 10 years ago, but it was a bit fancy and it was a smaller bodied one, and it annoyed me that it wasn't loud enough. You still needed an amp for it, basically. If you were playing, if someone was being nice on an acoustic, you could play along with them. But if they were just battering out chords, you ended up just just trying to get as much volume out of it and try to play slap bass just to get volume so you could be heard. So it's not worth it. But this one, it was also a little bit expensive. It was like kind of fancy, So this is the Gear for Music one. I think it's £103 delivered. It is an electroacoustic, but I'm not going to plug it in intentionally so you can actually hear what an acoustic bass just sounds like. So obviously it's just that mic. So there'll be quite a lot of finger squeaking and such things. What else to say about this? Full scale, it's huge. To be honest, I would rather it didn't have a cutaway on it, just to get more volume. I really regret not buying. Well, I would say that it was twice the price of this. My pal Wayne had one down in Colville, a black Dean. It basically it was this size, but it didn't have the cutaway, and it was black. But it was just like, wow, it's actually got proper volume. The one I had before, I think it was a Westfield actually. Or maybe I'm just better at playing the bass now. It does seem to have enough volume. Again, it comes into this Gear for Music thing. It doesn't. No matter how much you knew about guitars, you know it's kind of obvious it's not an expensive one to look at. But that's where I think the Gear for Music stuff really wins out. And to be honest, it's not cheap. It kind of looks. You can get other brands, not saying Harley Benton or anything like that look much more like an expensive guitar, but this one's built, so it's like the action's good, all the parts are okay. Nothing's spectacular, but it's all above a certain level. The Gear for Music stuff, it's kind of, there are other companies, other guitars you can get that are not up to that level, or they need too much work to get them that way. So I don't even know how old this thing is. It's got it's all bog standard stuff. The EQ is just a basic bass EQ. The volume and 4 thingies. I don't know. It's got a battery check. Well, it's got a battery. But I mean, if you're buying an acoustic bass, you're amplifying it. That was always my problem with it. Was I could take the acoustic bass, and it's like, oh, I need to take an amp, and then you go, but actually physically this is actually much bigger than like a wee short scale bass. Takes more space up, and if you're taking the amp anyway, if you could forgo the amp, and the other thing I wanted was, I don't know how am I going to get a case for it. Oh, I might have. Is it for a bass? I'm sure I've got a gig bag called the Big Gig Bag. It'd be nice if I did it, just so you could put it in your back. But I like the idea of just having something you can fling in the car, and it doesn't matter if it gets scratched and battered and stuff like that. And even if it's just for practicing, I mean, it's definitely loud enough for if you're sitting watching telly. You never need to plug it in. Practice my Sabbath on it. can't do that bit without the drummer. Boom, boom. See, look at that. Look at that for timing. That's what happens when you've been playing it in a band for a couple of years. Even without the waiting for the bit. Also, there's something I like about the fact that there is no controls on it. It's not a case of setting a different sound. You get different sounds by playing it differently. Not that I ever really do much. I like a P bass, which has just kind of got a volume and a tone. So, but it's nice being able to just. It's what it is. Previous acoustic bass might have been a short scale as well, or possibly a medium scale. It's just that's what limits an acoustic bass, the ability to have the low E without too, where you can actually feel the note. I don't know, I can feel it obviously vibrating through them. What was I playing? Oh, I've been talking about 7 minutes. Yeah, so this is not my new video format, I'm just doing it, and that looks like the pearly gates, heaven through there. I'm just waiting before I get through. Not my bedroom through there, so ladies, it's heaven. Oh, it's hard. I think what happened was when I was playing it yesterday, I was playing it for ages, so I got that speed up. It's like that whole thing about trying to play like not naturally, trying to make it sound like a keyboard, so you're kind of trying to play all the notes dead even. You know, I'm not relying on compressors or chorus or like that because I've only got an acoustic bass. Makes it great fun. It's Knight Rider, by the way, or it's meant to be. Yeah, so my advice is have a wee look second hand. I don't know how easy these are to find second hand, but if they're only £100 new, maybe just buy a new one. I seem to have parted my hair not in the middle. That's annoying. Really noticing how bad my tooth is. Obviously I've not been doing videos, so I've been kind of unaware of it. That's how you play the bass, you just keep going. Oh, incidentally, I was listening to AC/DC Powerage. My god, the bass in that is fantastic. Basically very similar to Fortunate Son, isn't it? It's just, That was the moment that I noticed that you could possibly play the bass drum by going. I'm sure there's lots of wanky stuff we can do by. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. It's kind of different, awkward fingering. Obviously what I'm trying to do here, I'll probably sound terrible with the pickup on because it will just be vibrating through the soundboard, but I'm kind of hitting the string down and then battering this. Well, it's very difficult to be accurate with it though. Oh, you can't do it with other strings. Oh, okay, so it's only the E string then. It's hard to. Can I put that in disco? But oh, I can't. Oh. You get in what you see. Don't come easily. There's no blinding the sun. As it goes with everyone. So instead of ever actually getting down to doing disco blind, I've now worked out a way to make it harder. acoustic possibility, like a duo where not really. I've heard obviously a lot of people doing even loop pedal. You can't really loop a bass, so can you? Lots of practice involved in that. I'm going to go and brush my hair so I don't look so off-centred. There you go, so there's my 6-minute video. The sound might be a wee bit low in it, but I've not yet got into my, what do you call it, my super recording new laptop yet with editing software and all that stuff, so I'm still doing it old school and I'm still in here. I've kind of milked it so long for having the YouTube room, and it's actually big enough and tidy enough to be used, but I kind of feel it's kind of maybe have a bit of a grand opening, maybe get some fancy lights and stuff, you know. Rock on, and I'll see you. So this is my midweek Wednesday video. I think I'll do Sunday live stream, Wednesday something, and then Friday or Saturday something, and then Sunday live stream, something like that. Rock on, catch you later. And anyone else got acoustic basses? And what do you like them? They're kind of weird. It's like I'd never heard of one. I remember pretty much when I bought mine, it was the first time I'd ever even heard of such a thing. Why don't you get acoustic basses? And it's just like, I got it home and I realised that basically it's just because it's not loud enough to play along with an acoustic guitar. It is if you've got somebody who's accommodating, who's willing to play a bit softer so they don't drown you out. But if you get somebody who's just drunk and battering out open chords, you know, you need the bass amp. Rock on.